This video will show you how to replace the battery on a Mitsubishi Outlander. This will be located on the driver's side of the engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. Locate the battery along the driver's side of the engine compartment. Now we're going to have to gain access to it by removing the air inlet tube. To do that, we're removing the forward panel first. To remove this panel, you're going to find that you have several plastic push clips. To remove the push clips, in most cases, carefully start removing the center to unlock it, and then you can remove the outer portion as well. We'll start removing our 4 push clips. We have 2 on one side and the exact same thing on the other side. To do this, you can either use a flathead screwdriver or a trim tool, whatever's easiest for you. We'll remove the center first, unlock it, slide it out of position. Just a quick inspection of that. We can set it aside and continue on. And now the same on the other side. Now we can hold that panel up with a small piece of wood. We'll continue on in this area. We have to remove the air inlet tube. The air inlet tube's held in place with 2 plastic push clips. You know what to do here. Now as far as the inlet tube, we're making our way towards the air filter housing. We'll dislodge it from there, gently pull away. Now we can slide it away from the front as well. A quick inspection of that, we'll set it aside for now. Now we can focus on the battery itself. We're starting by disconnecting the negative battery terminal. To remove the battery terminal, use a 10mm. Loosen the hardware just enough that you can slide the terminal end out of place. We'll set that aside so it's making no contact with the battery post. Continue on to the positive battery terminal next. As far as the positive battery terminal, you may find that it has a plastic protective cover. Under that, we have a 10mm mounting nut. A quick inspection of that. We will be cleaning it during the installation process. For now, let's just go ahead and set it aside. Now it's time for the battery hold down. As far as the battery hold down, you're going to find that on either side of the battery, there's small hooked areas that lead down underneath the battery tray. Up along the top, you're going to have 10mm headed mounting nuts. We'll loosen the nuts just enough that we can start removing the hooked area from down at the battery tray. You can see that hooked end down there. Now as far as this one, typically you should be able to just tilt this and slide that out of position. If you find it's difficult, you can loosen that mounting hardware as necessary. There's those 2 small hooks at the end there. Of course, a thorough inspection, and we'll set this aside. At this point, we can take hold of the battery and we'll lift it up and out of position. There it is, friend. Now, prior to installing any part, of course, we want to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. So we're looking down at the battery tray first. Just make sure there isn't any miscellaneous debris. You can clean that out however you deem fit. The next thing we're going to do is clean each one of our battery terminal ends. For that, I'm using a battery brush. We're attempting to remove any miscellaneous debris or corrosion from inside of this area. Of course, I'll continue on to the next terminal end. Both of these look good. We'll set them aside. And now let's get the battery in place. We're bringing it down into position, confirming that we have it lined up properly. We need the positive end to be over towards the engine. The negative end would be over towards the fender. I can see my positive and my negative. Now it's time for the battery hold down. As you remember during the removal process, the bottom area of the battery hold down rods has that hooked end. That needs to go into the ports along the bottom of the battery tray. We'll carefully align these. Now that I feel as though I have it in place, I'm going to tighten that hardware. This is the side that I had loosened. Okay, right there feels as though it's nice and snug. Now at this point, we're going to take hold of the battery and confirm it does not move around in any way. This is a safety concern. After confirming that we're secured, it's time for each one of our terminal ends. Start with the positive terminal first. We'll get this in place. We're sliding it over the battery post and pressing it down onto the battery as far as possible. Once you feel as though you have it down, continue on with your 10mm mounting nut. Double check to confirm it is secured, that should not move, and protect the area. On to the negative battery terminal next. Same process here, line it up, press it down, make sure it's tight. Now let's continue on to the inlet tube. As far as the inlet tube, let's get this in position. We're starting along the front, and then we'll bring it towards the air filter housing. To secure the front, we have our 2 plastic push clips. Line them up, press them in, and then lock it down by pressing in the center. Now as we rest this down, we'll confirm that we are properly in place along the front and continue on with all 4 of our push clips. As far as the push clips, you know what to do. Outside first, lock it in with the center. Do the same for all 4. And we'll make sure the panel's secured in place. Okay friend, we finished the installation of our vehicle's battery. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and close the hood. You're going to attempt to start the vehicle several times, confirming everything's hooked up properly. Aside from that, go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.